Hello and welcome. Welcome to today's yoga practice. Today we'll be enjoying the sounds in the ocean, the smell of the salt, and the soothing feeling of the sand. Find a nice, comfortable seated position. You can choose to open up your knees and bring your heels together, elbows together, palms together. And then begin to settle into your seat. Begin to shift around, adjust, get really comfy. Make this really comfortable for you. Find a nice, comfortable position. As you do so, soften the shoulders, soften the chest, the belly, the elbows, the palms, and the fingertips. Soften the hips and the thighs. And soften the feet, the toes, and soften the whole body. Begin to draw your attention inwards towards your breathing. Begin to draw your attention in towards your heart space. And notice, without changing, without altering, notice how the breath flows in and out. Notice the inhale and the exhale. Notice the pause in between the breath. Notice your body moving around with the breath. Notice the inhale, the expansion, and notice the exhale, the contraction. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Deep breath in. Go ahead, keep breathing deeply, find that rhythm of breath. And stay with the breath for a couple of seconds. Stay with that rhythm, that motion. And connect back into your body. Deep breath through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. Begin to shift your attention inwards towards your heart space, towards yourself, towards your inner self. And begin to feel your fingertips, your hands, your palms, your feet. Draw attention back inwards towards you. Draw attention to your space, to your surrounding, to yourself, to your here and now. Take a deep breath through the nose. As you sigh it out, move around, shift around, adjust your body. Take your hands above the head. And on the next exhale, lower the left hand to the mat as you lift the right hand above it. Take the right hip off to the right side. Left hand on the mat. Lift up the right elbow to be in line with the head. Open up a little bit more. One more breath here. And then take the right hand to the mat. Left hand goes right on top of it. Same thing here. Press the left hip into the mat. Left knee into the mat. Lift up the left elbow all the way up. Open up a little bit higher. Extension from the chest into the ribs, into the elbows. And then bring both hands above the head. Walk your hands in front of you and come into a forward fold. Start inching your fingertips forward. Open up the hands about shoulder width apart. Keep your hips grounded. Keep your knees tucked in. And then find a forward fold with the tush and the hips grounded down to the mat. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Go ahead and walk your hands in towards your body. Clasp your hands behind your back, press your knuckles down to the ground, shoulders away from the ears, elongation from the crown. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Keep the breathing. And then prepare to come into your tabletop position. Stack your hands under your shoulders, knees under the hips, and let's go through a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, look forward, drop the belly, arch the back. Exhale, tuck the chin in, round the back, lift up the shoulder blades. Set yourself up, make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Walk your hands out to the front, open up shoulder width apart. Keep your hips above your knees, coming into melted heart to mat pose. Try to bring your chin to the mat or your forehead to the mat as you press down, lowering the chest, the heart down to the mat, keeping your hips above your knees together, and your feet together. Go ahead and come back up to your neutral spine, tabletop position. Restack your joints, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Come back to your thighs, lean back. On the inhale, round the back, come forward. Shoulders meet the hands, drop the pelvis, set the gaze forward. Exhale, tuck the chin. Round the back, come all the way down to your thighs. On the inhale, round the back, come up, shoulders meet the hands, drop the pelvis, set the gaze up. Nice back bend. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round the back, come all the way down to the mat. Let's do this one more time. On the next inhale, come up, drop the pelvis, take the gaze a little bit higher this time. On the exhale, tuck the chin, round the back, come down to the mat. Come back up to your hands and knees. Realign your hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Kick the right leg out, right heel out, right toes pointing down, right hip in line with the left. Find your balance, maintain your tie to the ground. Stack the hips, point the right toes up, take the right hand to the sky. Find your balance, shift around, adjust, do whatever it takes to make you balanced and sturdy. Bring the right hand back down to the mat, swing the right foot off to the right side, lower the right foot on the mat, and begin to make these little hip circles. Bend the left knee, sink down, and come forward, making these micro hip circles. Go slowly at first, and then expand as you see fit, as you get more comfortable. Pause and reverse, go forward and come back. Same thing here, start slowly and then move freely as you get a little bit more comfortable. Shift, bring the right foot back up. Swing the right foot behind you, place it on the mat behind you. Swing the left foot a little bit back as you take the right hand to the sky, opening up the hips. Right hand to the sky, hips all the way open, right foot all the way extended to the back. Bring the right hand to the mat, right knee to the mat, shift around, adjust. Let's prepare to do the other side. Kick the left foot off to the left side, to the back. Left heel out, left toes pointing down. And go ahead and bring the left hand back down. Left foot off to the left side, bend the knee, and then start making these micro circles forward and back. Start off slow and make sure this feels good. And then begin to expand the circle, go forward, go back, reverse. Find a nice comfortable place. Lift up the left foot, take it all the way to the back. Place the left foot on the mat behind you. Swing the right foot back towards the back and take the left hand to the sky. Take the hips up high. Reach up with the left hand. Open up the hips. One more breath here. On the exhale, bring the left hand to the mat, left knee to the mat. Restack your hips above your knees, hands below your shoulders. Tuck the feet underneath you, lift up your knees. Activate the core, activate the body. And then coming into our first down dog position, lift up the hips and walk your heels in place. Find some motion, find some fluidity. Make this really comfortable. One more breath here. Soften the knees, come to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Swing side to side, dangle forward, maybe grab the elbows. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Move around, ragdoll here. Find some comfort and release. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Inhale halfway, lengthening the spine, shoulders away from the ears, elongation from the crown. Grasp the hand behind the back, take the knuckles away, shoulders away from the ears, and fold forward. Lifting the hands a little bit higher. One more breath here as you release the hands to the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up and high with the hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the hands off to the side. Come up to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands above the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Place your hands on the mat. Take your feet back to plank position. Pause in plank. Roll over to the left side of the body. Right hand goes up. Bring the right hand back, left hand down. Roll over to the left hand. Right hand goes up. Bring both hands back down to the mat, coming into your plank position. Lean forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Come all the way down to the mat. Keep your elbows tucked in, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, Cobra. Take the gaze up to the sky. Come back down. One more time. Inhale, Cobra. Lift up. And come back down. Tuck your feet, come up to your down dog. Inhale, left leg, right leg goes up. Swing the leg underneath you, place it in between the hands. Keep the back heel up. Set yourself up, find your balance. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Shift around, adjust, take the hands to the sky. Front knee above the ankle, back legs fully elongated, back heel all the way up. Keep that strong stance in the back leg. Connection with the front leg. One more breath here. Exhale, drop the back heel, warrior two. Right hand forward, left hand to the back. Right knee forward, right knee above the ankle. Hips are in line, back leg fully elongated, back foot parallel to the mat. Draw the core inside the body, lift up the hands. Lean forward, open up, front hand goes up. Back hand slides down the back leg or wraps behind the back. Front elbow to the front knee, back hand comes up, side stretch. And then come back into exalted warrior, front hand goes up, back hand slides down the back leg. One more time, then frame the front foot, lift up the back heel, take the front foot to the back, coming into your down dog. Left leg goes up, pause. Bring the left foot underneath you, place it in between the hands. Drop the back heel, keep the back heel up, lift up. Take the hands to the sky, high lunge, front knee above the ankle, back heel all the way up, back leg fully elongated. Nice strong connection to the ground. One more breath here. Drop the back heel, warrior two, left hand forward, right hand back. Front knee above the ankle, back leg is fully elongated, nice and strong, back foot parallel to the mat, core engaged. Lean forward, turn the palms to the sky, front hand goes up, back hand slides down the back leg. Exalted warrior. Front hand to the front knee, back hand comes up, side stretch. Come back into exalted warrior, left hand goes up, right hand behind the back. One more time, front hand to the knee, back hand comes up, side stretch. Frame the front foot, lift up the back heel, take the front foot to the back, drop your knees, open up as much as you can, come down into a child's pose. Take your hands out to the front, lower down, take the chin to the mat or the forehead to the mat, coming into your child's pose. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet, knees underneath the hips, hands under the shoulders. Come all the way down to the mat on your belly. Keep your elbows tucked in. Keep the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana, lift up. Exhale, calm down. One more time. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Coming into Sphinx, hands parallel in front of you. Set the gaze forward. Extended Sphinx. Press down with the hands, extend the elbows, lift up the shoulders, lift up the torso. And then come down to the mat. Place your hands underneath your shoulders as you bend your knees, reach back with the hands, clasp your feet. Inhale, come up, bow pose, kick the heels up, coming into your back bend. Release, come back down to the mat. Come up to your hands and knees. Lean forward. Sit on your heels as you tuck your feet underneath you. Go ahead and come into your yogic squat. Open up as wide as you'd like. Bring the palms together, elbows pressing into the knees. Right hand to the mat, to the ground. Left hand goes up diagonally. If you have the bind, go ahead and go for it. Hand behind the knee, hand behind the back. Find your fingertips. Set the gaze over the left shoulder. Release, come back to center. Same thing other side. If you have the bind, extend the left hand to the mat, right hand goes up, and then explore the bind on this side if it's available to you. Bring the hands back together, place the tush on the mat, take your feet out in front. Inhale, take the hands to the sky. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Inhale, come up. Bring the right foot in, left foot off to the left side. Turn around, frame your left foot, and then come down, Janu Shirshasana, left side. Inhale, come up. Bring the left in, take the right out. Turn around, frame your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana, right side. Fold on the right leg. Inhale, come up. Bring both feet in, Baddha Konasana. Grab the soles of the feet, bring them in together. Find length in the back, and then hinging from the hips, fold forward. Release the feet. Point the right knee forward, right shin parallel to the mat, and take the left foot and place it on top of the right knee. So your right knee is directly underneath your left foot, and your left knee is directly underneath your right foot. Square pose. Keep your hands behind your back. Your hands are going to be supporting most of the weight. It's pretty intense on the hips. If you have it, maybe lean forward. Walk your hands to the front, coming into a forward fold. If not, keep your hands behind your back to support your weight. And then place the hands behind, unwind your feet. Let's do the other side. Turn the left knee forward, left shin parallel to the mat. Dorsiflex the left foot. Right knee above the left foot. Right foot above the left knee. Try to get your feet in a square position. Keep your hands behind your back to support most of the weight. If it's a little too intense, stay here. If not, maybe you can come into a forward fold. Start walking your hands a little bit forward, coming down slowly. When you're done, be done. Lean back, take the feet out. And flex it and stretch it. Come on down on your back. Keep the knees up, bring the feet to the mat, bring the heels in. You can barely touch with your fingertips. Peel the pelvis off, coming into bridge pose. Lift up, clasp your hands underneath your tush. And then come back down to the mat. Let's do this one more time. On the next inhale, lift up the pelvis, reach up, lift the hips high, grab the hands underneath the tush, press the knuckles away from you, coming into bridge pose one more time. And then lower the hips down, lower the pelvis down. Bring in the feet, the knees in for a hug. Clasp really good, squeeze really tight. Take the heels to the sky, coming into our reversion. Flex the toes, the ankles, and so forth. If you have shoulder stand here, go ahead and go for it. Roll over the knees, over the forehead, bend the elbows. See if you can support your lower back with the palms. Take the feet straight up to the sky, finding your shoulder stand. Play around with this here. Get really comfy. Make any adjustments you need. Maybe lowering the feet above the head, coming into your plow pose. Maybe taking the knees, bringing to your forehead. Maybe opening up the knees to your ears into Deathman pose. Whichever feels good for you, whichever posture speaks to you, take it. Make any adjustments you need. Make sure it feels comfortable, make sure it feels good. Come out the same way you came in. Be mindful, be gentle. Extend the feet off to the mat. For a second, let the spine settle in, let everything find its original place. Bend the knees in, come in for one final hug. Squeeze really tight. Clasp the insides of the arches of the foot, coming into your happy baby. Swing side to side, open up. Begin to soften the body, begin to soften the breath and the mind. Allow yourself to experience this moment. Allow yourself to experience and feel your body. And as always, allow yourself to experience the place you call here and now. Namaste.